Welcome to Summer of Money. I'm Megan Potter and I'm going to be your guide for this 2-month exercise in transforming and expanding your money, your business, and your life. Summer of Money isn't about how much money you have, but about your relationship to it. Personally, I come from a family where avoidance was considered to be a totally acceptable coping mechanism. So it's no surprise that avoiding my money was the biggest hurdle I had to go through when it came to transforming my relationship to money. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this. Avoidance is actually the #1 way that most of us deal with our money stress, because looking at money is scary. Having to think about the bills we need to pay, about the money that's not coming in, about the things we want to create but we just don't seem to have the money for. Any of these things that have us spending time really looking at our money makes us feel bad, and so we just don't do it. It's not really working for us, but we keep not doing it. At Summer of Money, our entire goal is to transform the way you think about and relate to money. It's all about a revolution of money consciousness to bring more love, more awareness, and more compassion into your financial life. This isn't just about your relationship to money. It's about every aspect of your life, because money impacts every single aspect of our lives. The first step is to stop avoiding money and to start engaging with money with awareness and purpose. The truth is that most of us, or if we're being honest, all of us, have super complicated relationships with money. But it's not just our stories that are impacting how we behave with our money. Sure, we do things a certain way because X, Y, or Z happened to us, and this is how we've now adapted with money because of that. But what about the things that happened to your mom and dad when you were little? The stories your uncle told you, or the things your brother said to you, or how your spouse behaves with money. All of these stories start to get tangled up and become part of our own money experience and way of coping and interpreting money. The way we think becomes the way we behave. Our opinions, beliefs, and actions are all informed by the media, our spouses, and energetic connections with things like past lives, karma, and ancestors. In our minds, we tell ourselves, this is how money has always behaved, and so then this is how money will always behave. You and your baggage and your stories and your rules and your expectations and your belief that there just is not enough for you. These are all the reasons why we don't like paying attention to money, or why some of us actually pay way too much attention. Attention sourced in worry and fear and doubt in an attempt to try and control our money lives. When you choose to only engage with your money in the ways and the times that you feel you absolutely have to, you wind up feeling out of control, because you are. That's not a relationship between you and money, that's a relationship between your baggage and money. That relationship is driven by subconscious and conscious beliefs that don't have to belong to you, that were maybe never meant to belong to you. The beginning of transforming from that relationship is the willingness to pay attention and engage with money. So you might be wondering, what does engagement look like? Well, engagement with small m money begins by asking yourself a few really basic questions. Do you know what's in your bank account right now? Do you know how much you're making? Do you know how much you need? You'd be surprised how many small business owners I've talked to who can't tell me how much money they make on an average basis, or even what their bills turn out to be. How can you spend all your time being worried about money if you don't even know if you have enough or not? Another helpful thing to do is to look at where your money is going. Your relationship with money is like a web. It creates these connections between you and where your money goes, and even you and where your money comes from. Paying attention to this for myself helped me to realize that I was actually supporting a whole bunch of charities that I had no real desire to be supporting, and I wasn't able to put my money into organizations and people I really wanted to because it was already spoken for. There are some really simple adjustments we can make when we pay attention like this that can totally change the way you feel within your whole web of your money relationship. Paying attention doesn't just apply to small M money though. You need to do it with big M money too. Though usually engaging with big M money is not necessarily about your actual money or cash. It is usually about being willing to look at your baggage around money. When you think about money, what memories come up for you? What stories do you tell yourself? Our internal stories, both good and bad, influence us. Bringing these stories to consciousness allows us to choose what we want to empower and to choose to disempower those stories that are disempowering us. If you were to ask money to evaluate your current relationship, where would it say you were doing really well? And where would it say you were doing less than really well? What would it suggest that you could do differently or more of or less of right now? I'd really like to invite you to join me this week in making the space to consciously engage with money on a daily basis. I want you to pick ways that feel good to you, that are comfortable and are actually doable, that you'll be able to make yourself do them. And I'm not asking for big blocks of time, maybe 3 or 5 minutes a day, maybe no more than 20 minutes. Just a small amount of time where you choose to engage with small M money or big M money, to look at stories or to look at the practicals in just small chunks and ways, but just every day this week. Let's see if this is the start of a beautiful new relationship. I would really love to hear what comes up for you this week as you explore the ideas in this video. You can leave them in comments below, or you can contact me on Facebook or through email to tell me about what's coming up for you as you explore all of this. If you liked this video, I would be so grateful if you actually liked it. And be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the Summer of Money videos that are coming up. Make sure you have a fabulous day. Bye.